again, I love it when the PT schedule's early.
Yep.
And get all that stuff out of the way, and then I get back to my work. I got sellers signing docs tomorrow, so we should close next week on another property. That's good.
That's good.
Oh, oh, I'm on my phone. I didn't know more people showed up. Just you and I chatting.
It's always the ones driving on their phone that have no idea the rest of us are here.
And a stupid phone, it only shows like, yourself on one screen, but you slide to the other, and you have a whole audience of people listening to you talk. Matter of fact, I'm gonna switch to my computer.
All right, it's Friday. I just want to see what you guys are up to. Anthony, congratulations on getting another offer in this morning, man. It's awesome. Get out there and get it done. Mikey also working on negotiations for an offer this morning and last night. It looks like when did that email come in, Mikey? 4:43 this morning. So
I waited for an hour to send it to you because I didn't want to wake you up.
hey, here's so you guys know this. If you want to communicate to me and you do not want to disturb me, send an email. Because I won't respond until I'm ready to look at my emails. If you want a response quickly, text me. If you want to feel the ever-loving burn of rejection, call me. Because I'm gonna hit that ignore button. I'm kidding. I don't always hit the ignore button, but when I have to, I do. And you get a lovely text back that says, "Hey, I'm in a meeting. Please text me." 95% of the time, I'm genuinely in a meeting. The other 5% of the time, I just don't want to talk to you. Or you don't want to talk to me at the moment, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, that's the one time I want to talk to you.
I'm grumpy as hell. You don't want to talk to me. I'm in a meeting. Well, let's hear some wins, guys. Good morning, Mikey. Good morning, Anthony. Good morning, Sarah. Good morning, Jessica. Good morning, Mara. Good morning, iPhonea. Rachel. Good morning, Gracie. Good morning, Jim. Good morning, Joanne. I saw we have a baby Hoberger on there earlier. Good morning, baby Hoberger.
His favorite thing is when you do the high five. He always, Mommy, when he's gonna do the high five?
That's awesome.
He thinks you have like magic tricks or something. He says, and then he goes away.
It is a magical high five. It is one of those things like high five. The high five is always the end of things. So I'm glad that we can touch little hearts. Well, what are your wins from yesterday? I know we got some things going on. Anyone else got some wins? Jessica, you got some open houses this weekend, right?
I'm doing 2 on Saturday and 2 on Sunday.
Dang.
I know. Well, thanks for telling that guy to reach out to me.
I may have thrown you under the bus on that one. I said, hey, she lives in Vale. She'd be great to do this open house.
Yeah, I'm doing 11 to 2 and then 3 to 6
Heck yeah. That's awesome.
on Saturday and Sunday. So it's gonna be a busy day.
That's going to be awesome.
I
Just
love the split in the open houses too.
Yeah. It's an hour for lunch. It's a lunch break.
Well, not only that, it kind of creates exclusivity. Like, oh, we only got 3 hours to look at this one.
Yeah, so Mikey actually called me yesterday about an open, or was it yesterday or yeah, yesterday or the day before? I don't remember. He was talking about how do we make an open house more fun or more engaging. Well, just it's all about the energy you bring to it. So create a little vibe, a little vibe. So I love when you cook. Go ahead.
I was say I think I shared with you guys before I do open houses by invitation only.
Yeah, walk around the neighborhood, invitation only. So hey, did you get the invitation? Then get out. Red carpet.
No,
And everything.
I don't do that. I use that as leverage. Hey, welcome in. How'd you hear about us? Oh, I saw the signs. Oh, well, this open house is by invitation only. They're like, oh my gosh, I didn't get one. No problem. What's your email address? I'll send you one right now.
I love it. I love it. Mara did an open house and she had a red carpet.
That's cool.
It was really neat. It was really neat. So I love to do something a little different. So shake it
Well,
up.
guys, this would be the weekend to do it. I also did one for Academy Awards. That's when I first got my red carpet. So
There you go.
Academy Awards are on Sunday. Make it special.
There we go.
You can literally get a red carpet from Amazon for like $10. So
It's like the red plastic. It's not nothing crazy, but it's neat and it's fun. Be different. If you're going to be different, be different. You guys just have to see this. You just have to see this.
The red carpet makes it easy to disclose the cameras. Oh my goodness.
This is my beast.
You look like Dr. Evil.
This would be the cat. Like, look at it. He's got the craziest eyes.
Oh, your cat has hair. I forgot his doesn't have hair.
Look at those crazy pumpkins.
Oh yeah.
Missed Joanne's comment of the year. You just glossed right over it.
Oh, I did. Oh, your cat has hair. Well, yesterday, guys, we talked heavily about how to handle S complex individuals. I don't want to call them complexes, S profiles, S personalities. Who went back after yesterday's conversation and thought more about that, right? Looked at some of the other interactions you may have had in the past and the DISC profiles that kind of outline the personalities that we're talking to, right? S's are a big thing. Did you know that most real estate professionals fall into an IS or category?
No.
You'd think we're mostly all I's, huh? We're not. S's and C's make up a majority of that in this sphere. Now, we used to think that the high D's are the isolated drivers. These are people that are like Donald Trump, Oprah Winfrey, Ben Shapiro, like extremely direct, kind of abrasive, don't seem to really care about other people's emotions. That's only a small subset of society. In reality, it's about 25%. You got your ice cubes on today? Yeah, I'm here with Sammy. So, well, when we got 25% of the market, that means you have a 1 in 5. So my math is real good today. 1 in 25. Still wrong. Stop talking to me. A 1 in 4 chance of running into that 25%, meaning that out of this call, they're taking me out of the equation for easy math. That means we have 3 I's, 3 D's, 3 S's, and 3 C's on this call. It's pretty important that we know how to handle each different type, don't you think? So today we can talk about C's or I's. Which one do you want to talk about?
I put a chart in the chat too for the disc identifiers.
I vote for eyes.
Because you want to know how to handle yourself. Okay, I need more engagement from you guys. Okay, my C's and S's get uncomfortable. Tell me.
I had a listening consultation yesterday with an S or a C. I couldn't really pin him down if he was asking for all the details because he was a C, or he just felt a little uncomfortable with my directness. And then I started pulling back, and the conversation started getting better.
So here's a great way to identify an S versus a C, right? Let's go back to the chart we learned yesterday. What are S's leaning towards? Emotion or logic? Emotion.
Yeah.
C's would then be leaning towards
Logic.
So when somebody's talking to us, and this is how we pick up on it. So we might talk about I's a little bit. We're definitely going to be talking about C's today because they're the opposite of S's in the same sphere. But when somebody's talking to you and say, you know what, I just want to see how it feels. I don't feel good about this. I feel rushed. Are they talking logic or emotion? Emotion. So then we can say that's probably an S. If somebody is slow, methodical, kind of seems a little disengaged, that might be a C. If you're hearing words like, let me think about it. Can you give me some of the information? Where's your research? Where'd you get those facts, those datas? They will ask for a lot of source material because they're going to go back and research it. Emotion or logic.
This guy was doing a little bit of both, and that's what was getting me a little bit. And I noticed the more I slowed down and not being so direct, and I was a little bit more soft, he was opening up a little bit more about his personal situation. Then I realized he was an S.
Yeah.
I think has a little C in it, or he was adapting, thinking that he needed to be a C at that moment, if that
Yeah.
makes sense.
In order for me not to make a bad decision, I need to know more information. In order for me not to regret the decision I'm making, I need to know more information. Now, it's a very likely that those people have S's and C's. Like there's a combination in them. I'm not an ultimate D. I'm not just tell me the information, leave me alone, don't ever talk to me. I'm a pack creature. I need my pack. I need my people. That's my I. But it's my people on my time frame. Just like S's need to know that they're making a good decision, make sure that it feels right, but they might have the C in them because that's their analytical side or their natural versus adapted personality types. So I know Jason was voting for I, but we've had a good conversation around the C today. Which way do you guys want to continue? Because I don't want to jump in the wrong direction if it's going against what you want. So Jason voted I. What else you guys got?
I would say 75% of my clients are an SC.
Yeah, like I said, most agents are SCs.
I struggle with SC.
Jason, I love you. We'll do eyes on Monday.
Sorry.
Actually, probably Tuesday because Monday will be a different thing.
Yeah, because I'm a DI, so
I'm a DI as well. I struggle because we tend to struggle with the other side of the equation. Yesterday we talked about S's, which are very much feeling, emotional. I don't want to call them hippies, but that's a great way of looking at them. Is hey man, let's just vibe and chill. And C's are your accountants, your engineers, right? Do engineers and hippies get along? Not usually, right? The C's don't care about your feelings; they care about the facts. And that's why a C may sometimes represent as a D because they're demanding. I want this, I want that, I want this, right?
I'm extremely high I and high S. And I can flex on the D, and I have like 0 C.
you're OC. Oh,
Yeah, I'm like a
Yes.
DS with a high IC as well.
Yeah, you're pretty rounded. So when you're talking about C personalities, like I said, you're going on the logical side of the equation. So just like D's, your logical side of the equation, not facts or sorry, not feelings driven. I don't care about people. I care about tasks. I'm here to identify what needs to get done so that the issue is done, right? They love slow, methodical decision making, tons of research. These are the people that are going to flip the contract and read every single line. And they need time to analyze before making a decision. This slower mentality is what a lot of D's struggle with because D's like decisions when.
now.
Yeah, I don't care. Make a decision. We'll figure it out. S's just slow. I got to feel about it. I's fast, but I got to feel about it. But D's and C's, they had the problem there because we both want facts and data. We want the bullet points. Give me the bullet points. Give me the baby. I don't want to see the labor. The C's are like, show me all the data. I'm going to create my own reports. I'm going to do my own research. I'm going to figure out all of my own stuff and then make a decision when I'm ready. They love accuracy and fairness. So if you got a C that wants to make a ridiculous offer, you can always say, how is that fair? But notice every time I talk to a C in these imaginary scenarios, what am I doing to my natural voice and cadence? Right,
Slow
Jim?
it down.
I'm bringing down my tone and I'm slowing it down. Because we know anything south of the meridian on that, they like slow decisions. Anything north, fast decisions, fast talking. So, how do we identify a C? Let's talk about it. Fast or slow speech?
Low.
Slow.
Oh, that's easy to identify. You'll get a lot of contemplative looks. What's a contemplative look?
Thinking, looking into space, furrowed brow.
Yep, furrowed brow,
The confused head nod.
confused head nod, the tilt of the head. They're thinking. There's a lot of thinking. Now, what kind of words are they using?
Questioning, studious type.
Yeah. They may be the type of people to ask you, what's the price per square footage compared to last year?
Yeah.
What has the market done in the last 6 months?
I looked on Zillow, Redfin, Realtor.com, Trulia.
They're looking for either confirmation of the research that they've done or invalidation. Most of the time, they're looking to invalidate you. You'll get this all the time as an agent goes, man, I think my client knows more about real estate than I do. They probably do. But they haven't found the one article or the one thing that tells them to make an action choice. That's why they need you. They need you to help move that along. Because their biggest fear is being wrong or making a decision without enough information. Compared to yesterday, right? The biggest fear of an S is just making the wrong decision. The biggest fear of a C is making the decision without enough information. These are the people that your engineers, physicists, scientists, mathematicians, librarians, data hungry folks. So bring them the statistics. When you sit down for a consultation, buyers or sellers, and you bring out statistics, and all of a sudden they're going line by line, and you see them circling some stuff. You're gonna be there a little bit longer. Put your eye away. It's not time for a party. This is a pop quiz.
Better know your contracts.
Yeah. They process information logically through reports, numbers, and comparisons, in contrast to S's that do so in comparison to feelings, changes, alterations, right? Oh, this is going to be a big change. They handle pressure by asking questions. They become critical. They almost might become dismissive because they have invalidated your expertise. So now they don't even care what you think. It might create friction. So become the source of the source. This is a big opportunity for you to win a C over, is the source of the source. Bring them more info. They like to have precise, detail, and facts-based conversation. And they may come off skeptical, maybe a little critical. Because without proof, they don't believe you. A high C may be the type of person that asks you, how long have you been in the business? How many listings have you sold? How many houses in this area have you sold? Why does that stuff matter to them?
Validation.
Yeah, they're trying to validate their research.
You figure these things out before the appointment, right? I usually do.
You can usually tell them that information. When I ask them what information would be useful for you when we show up, I can tell by the way they answer the phone. I can tell by the way they have conversations. So there's a lot that goes into it. how do you react to a multiple offer situation or a high stress situation or something that requires immediate action? And we know C's and S's don't like taking immediate action. Is instead of reacting emotionally, help them analyze the situation first, right? Before we lose out on the opportunity for you guys to own this home, here's some things to think about. You're walking into a multiple offer situation. You may have to spend some more. There might be an opportunity for this, and that. But they do not like pressure tactics. Just like this, the S, C's don't like, you got to make a decision right now. Anything that speeds up the timeline, anything that kind of pushes them along will create feedback that's negative to your engagement. Your rapport will be broken the moment you push a C. Right? Who's my high C on the call? Who here loves charts, graphs? Like, is your main, right? Jim, get on with it. How does that make you feel when I say that?
You know, yeah, no. Well, I'm a high D too, so
Okay.
it doesn't bother me.
Your D comes out first.
I'm
You're
weird.
adaptive
I'm
C.
kind of weird.
Mara is definitely C.
Mara, how do you identify? She's all, I'm on a treadmill. Leave me alone. Don't rush me. But you can identify, like, your C's don't like to be pushed. Your S's don't like to be pushed.
Yeah.
S's validate their emotions. C's validate their research.
Did anybody take a disc test yesterday?
That was the next question. Who took one yesterday? Did anybody?
Not yesterday, but I've taken one. So
Yeah.
I do them like once a year, and they're a little bit different every time.
Yeah, I know Serena's at the office, but I don't know about Lydia, Sarah, Mara, Julie, Rachel. If you guys are even around. So
why do you take it once a year? It shifts.
Oh
it
yeah.
could. Yeah.
I've
When I went
taken
from
it.
management to real estate, it shifted. When I went from real estate to coaching, it shifted. When I went to team leader, it shifted. Yeah.
Yeah. In your environment will help bring out either your natural style or your adaptive style. My natural style is a high D. We're talking 96 D. There are 4 points left on that chart to give away. And they definitely don't go to C or S. Sometimes they do. My adaptive style, I can bring my D down to like a 76, my I up to a 76, so they're kind of the same. But I can also flex in some C and some S when needed. But I've trained myself to be able to handle S's and C's because I know those are the people I naturally step on.
Right.
My
Yeah.
natural style is run them over. If they can't keep up, fuck them. And that's not the right way to handle it.
Yeah, that's what I would naturally do before. And I've had to learn to step back.
Yeah, we have to learn how to handle the different types of personalities so that we can adapt
I'll find it.
quickly. One of the
Sorry, I
best
couldn't.
things you can do is learn to identify the different personalities and how to naturally adjust yourself. And I say naturally adjust yourself because have we been around someone who seemed extra fake? Because you're like, oh my God, they're just talking that way to make Mrs. Jones feel okay. You're like, no, dude, David, you're fake as shit. No, it's when you're naturally able to slow it down, be a little bit more responsive and reactive. It's now you're triggering parts to your brain that were off a minute ago. Okay, now I need to listen, I need to learn, I need to hear, I need to feel, depending on where you're at. For me, I struggle with the S a lot because of the emotions. I struggle with the I a lot because of the feelings. I have inadvertently hurt I's feelings by not validating that they were part of the party, that they're part of the team. Why do you think I do a high five at the end of every call? Who here is the first to put their hand up for the high five? It's Jason. It's Jason. I want to feel like I'm part of the party. S's, I want to feel like I'm in the right place. It feels good to be here. It feels like home. C's, What am I getting out of being on this call? What's in it for me? What information am I going to glean that's going to help me become a better agent? That's a C. And D, I was told to be here. I'm going to be here. It's pretty simple. I don't know. Julie's trying to catch a mouse or something. So
Yes.
So how do C's communicate? Along like D's, they're very concise to the point. Don't try to read between the lines with a C because they told you exactly what they want. The question they asked you is the question they want answered. How do you lose trust with a C?
Steamrolling.
Steamroll. We talked about that.
Oriented.
What was that, Julie?
Not being detail oriented.
Not being detail oriented, not caring about the facts, right? Disregarding, right? Disregarding the facts, but also not getting to the point. If a C asks you a direct question, just like a D, if a C asks you a direct question and you give them a roundabout answer, what have you done?
Or if you're not confident in your answer.
Yeah. If they ask you a direct question and you give them a roundabout answer, you've now broken rapport. They don't trust you because you're dodgy. Oh, I asked her a question and she kept beating around the bush. Well, they wanted information and they reside. If you don't have the information, tell them, I don't have that information. Give me 30 minutes, I'll get back to you. And call them 30 minutes later.
29. Because they're watching the clock.
Yeah, they're definitely watching. He said he was going to call me at 3 o'clock. It is now 2:59. Ticks over to 3 o'clock, phone rings. So, how do they handle paperwork? We talked about this every single line. A good profession to talk about C's. Lawyers. Lawyers. Good one. So how do we work with them? We provide detailed information. We give them time to think. We're precise. We avoid generalities. That's a big one. Generalities is kind of like you're beating around the bush. Don't say, this is the great house. This is the great investment. Show them. This is a great deal because this house has been on the market for 3 days. It's marked $15,000 under market value. And I think they haven't valued this, and this correctly. So this is going to be a steal for you guys. Or I think this is a bad deal because of X, Y, and Z. Use logic, not emotions. They don't care about how the home feels. They want proof. Oh, this house is just great. Why? This neighborhood is awesome. Why? Well, this neighborhood ranks in the top 10% of lifestyle magazines, top 10% of Tucson or whatever it is. I don't care. Give it an easy. And expect delays. They will push you back. They want time to analyze. They do not do well dealing with high stress situations and decision making. If something is going on in their life that's creating stress, you will not get a decision out of them. And if you keep asking for it, what will you get?
Distance.
A lot of it. If they go silent, follow up with, I know you like to analyze things before making a decision. I found some additional comps that may help. Let me know what you think. Let me know how this information relates to you. So, are these dives in the different profiles good for you guys?
Absolutely.
Good. We'll continue on with Monday's mindset reset. We may even move into eyes on Monday, but if not, we'll do eyes on Tuesday. Until then,
Take the test. I want to see how everybody comes out.
if you guys have not taken the disc test, I want you to do it before Monday. If you've never taken one, do it before Monday. Are we good?
I'm going to do it anyway.
Can we do it? All right. Jason's holding his hand down. He's like, I'm not going to be the first one to put my high five up today. Look at him. Look, I called him out on it. He's like, nope, Dan's not going to make me be the first one to high five. Oh, but I am, Jason. I can read you like a billboard, my dude.
And he's super uncomfortable right now too.
Got it ready.
Super
Got it
uncomfortable.
ready.
All right.